Hey folks! I'm Witty Stick, proof that you don't need abs to draw attention. So I joined a gym once. The trainer looked at me and said, "You need more body mass." I said, "Buddy, I came here to find it." They offered me a protein shake. I asked for a permanent marker instead. Thanks for watching, stay fit, stay funny, and remember, at least you have a shake. Good evening, everyone. I'm Witty Stick, the world's thinnest stand-up comedian. People say I'm famous for my light humor, but honestly, I'm just trying not to get blown away by the competition. Speaking of that, I hate wind. Every time it blows, I disappear like a bad idea. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay grounded, unlike me. It's me, rating the spooky snacks. So I walk up to my candy bowl. And it whispers. Like actual ghost whisper. It goes, "Take one Snickers, and I'll curse your dentist." Excuse me? Now I'm scared and craving chocolate. I took two, just to assert dominance. If I vanish mid-video, tell my dentist, the candy one. Hey everyone! You ever have that one friend who gives the worst advice? Mine told me, "Bro, you should totally get a tattoo." I looked at him and said, "Buddy, I am the outline." Like, where exactly am I supposed to put it? On my line? Yeah, next thing you know, I'll get a piercing on my corner. Man, being a stick figure isn't easy, even my shadow looks basic. So I went trick-or-treating last night, feeling festive, right? Knocked on my neighbor's door and said trick or treat. She looked at me, sighed, and handed me a toothbrush. Then said, "Fix your soul, stick." Like, ma'am, it's Halloween, not therapy. I came for sugar, not emotional damage. Now I'm brushing my teeth. And my feelings. You ever have a public breakdown in the condiment aisle? Yeah, me neither. Until today. They ran out of ketchup. And I yelled, "This is my blood type." People stared. I didn't care. I grabbed a mustard bottle, hugged it for emotional support. Some guy said, "Bro, it's just ketchup." I said, "Not to my veins, man." Now I'm banned from aisle 5. You ever wonder what your toaster would say during an alien invasion? No? Just me? Cool. Mine looked at me this morning and said, "Pop up fast, and eject your bagel before they probe it." I didn't know whether to laugh or salute. Now every time it dings, I flinch. I'm not sure if breakfast is ready. Or if the mothership has landed. You ever just take life advice from pigeons? Yeah, me neither. Until one landed next to me, looked me dead in the eyes, and went, "Life's short, poop on a windshield and call it art." And honestly, that hit deep. Like, bro, he's living his truth. Meanwhile, I'm out here afraid to send an email. So yeah, my 5-year plan? Become a pigeon. Fly high, make a mess, and call it abstract expressionism. So, I tried small talk in an elevator. Yeah, brave move for someone shaped like a stick. I said, "Nice weather, huh?" He said, "We're indoors." And that was it. 30 seconds of silence so thick, even the elevator music gave up. When the doors opened, I ran out like I'd escaped a hostage situation. Now I just take the stairs. Less pressure, more cardio, and zero eye contact. You ever notice how your alarm clock is your biggest enemy? That you paid for? Like, I literally bought something just to ruin my mornings. It rings like it's saving lives. And I still hit snooze like I'm negotiating peace. My alarm and I have trust issues. It rings, I ignore, we both pretend it never happened. At this point, it's less of a wake-up call. And more of a daily argument with the clock. You ever look in the mirror for motivation? Yeah, me neither. I tried once, my reflection looked disappointed. Like even he gave up halfway through the pep talk. It's bad when your own reflection loses faith in you. Now I just walk past mirrors like they're judgmental exes. can't handle that kind of emotional feedback. So, I tried cooking the other day. Yeah, big mistake. The recipe said, cook until golden brown. Mine went straight to dark mode. The smoke alarm went off. Not in warning, but in applause. Even the fire extinguisher looked tired. At this point, my kitchen's just a crime scene for vegetables. So, I applied for a job the other day. They said, we're looking for someone more well-rounded. I was like, bro, I'm literally a stick. This is discrimination by geometry. They want circles, not lines. I may not be well-rounded, but at least I'm straight with my goals. Guess I'll just go apply at a matchstick factory, where my body type's finally appreciated. So I told my friend, hey man, I'm seeing someone. He looked at me, dead serious, and said, bro, that's called imagination. Like wow, didn't know my love life needed a software patch. I wasn't heartbroken. But my imaginary girlfriend definitely left the chat. It's fine though, we're still emotionally texting in my head. So I decided to try yoga. You know, to find inner peace and maybe. Everyone in the class looked so calm. And then there was me, trying to untangle my own stick legs. The instructor said, feel the stretch. I said, I think I just unlocked a new Wi-Fi network. By the end, I wasn't doing yoga. I was buffering in slow motion. You ever talk to your phone when you're feeling down? Yeah, I tried that once. I told Siri, hey, I'm sad. She paused and said, me too. Like, excuse me? You're supposed to help me, not join the club. Now it's just two emotionally unstable devices talking to each other. So, winter's here, again. Everyone's posting snowflakes and hot chocolate. Meanwhile, I'm out here shivering like a Wi-Fi signal in a storm. I told the cold to chill. And now we're both ignoring each other. Even my stick arms gave up on pockets. At this point, I'm just waiting for summer. So I can melt instead. You know, I told my mom the other day. Mom, I think I'm finally stable. She looks at me, raises an eyebrow. And goes, stable? Emotionally or Wi-Fi? And honestly, that hurt. Because it's the Wi-Fi, definitely the Wi-Fi. At least that reconnects once in a while. Hey everyone. So, I decided to get fit recently. Yeah, big mistake. I went jogging once, just once. Halfway through, my legs called a meeting. They were like, bro, what is this? We were built for sitting. Even my stick knees started clicking like a broken pen. By the end, I wasn't jogging. I was negotiating with gravity. Moral of the story? Cardio is just paid with extra steps. So I tried online dating recently. Thought it'd be fun, you know, meet someone nice, maybe finally erase the loneliness. I matched with this girl, things were going great. She said, send me a full body pic. So I did. She unmatched me. I guess she wanted someone with actual body parts. Can't blame her though, not everyone can handle this much minimalism. Hello people. So I told this girl, hey, I'm emotionally available. She looked at me, laughed, and said, you're literally drawn with no heart. I mean, she's not wrong, but that still hurt. Well, it would've, if I actually had a heart. Dating as a stick figure is tough, man. Even my emotions come in 2D. So, I tried something new last night. A vampire speed dating event. Everyone there was pale, dramatic, and asking the same question, what's your type? I said, well, O positive and emotionally unavailable. Anyway, I didn't find love. But someone did try to bite me on the way out. That's fine. At least somebody finally showed interest. You ever wonder what skeletons do at night? Apparently, they party harder than humans. I'm talking disco lights in the graveyard. And one skeleton absolutely vibing to the Macarena. I was like, bro, you got no muscles. Then halfway through. Crack. Those hips don't lie. But they do dislocate mid-beat. Funniest part? He asked for duct tape and kept dancing. That's the real Halloween spirit. So I decided to go all out for Halloween this year. Made myself a ghost costume, real classic stuff. I walk in like, boo. And the actual spirits look at me like, Stick, that's not spooky. One ghost even shouted, put some booty shorts on Stick. I didn't know ghosts could body shame. Now I'm out here haunting people with self-esteem issues. So, I tried something this Halloween. I dressed up as a zombie stripper. You know, spooky, flirty, mildly traumatizing. I even set up a little tip jar. By the end of the night, it was full of brains. And one guy's dignity. I don't know how it got there. But honestly, best tip I've ever received. Guess you could say, I really killed it. So, I caught my fridge humming last night. Just vibing in the kitchen like it's auditioning for a boy band. I opened the door. And it stopped. Like I just interrupted something serious. Turns out, it's been chilling with the cucumber after midnight. I'm not saying there's drama in my kitchen. But that salad's got more tension than my dating life. Now every time I grab a snack, the fridge winks at me. You ever notice your dishwasher gets a little too dramatic? Mine's on spin cycle again. And when I asked what it's doing, it said, just rinsing the sins away. Like, okay, holy appliance. Relax, it's spaghetti sauce, not spiritual trauma. Last night, it started humming Ave Maria. Now I can't tell if it's cleaning plates or cleansing souls. At this point, I'm scared to put my spoon in. Might come out forgiven.